Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fight Me Bro betting show. This week, we're breaking down for you the bets that we like the most for UFC Fight Night. Derek Brunson versus my man, Kevin Holland. And
Big mouth.
yeah, the man with the biggest mouth in the UFC right now, outside of Paige Van Zant. But wait, she's not in the UFC anymore, so I take that back. Um, this was a tough card to find some bets on. I'm not gonna lie, partially because I know we bashed on the cards a lot. This card's kind of ass, like pretty ass.
There's a few that I really want to see. I'm big in the Gregor Gillespie return, the main event. I'm excited about. What was the other
Kevin
one?
Holland, yes, and Derek Brunson. That's not like a main event. That's asking kind of a lot, I feel like.
Grant Dawson and Leonardo Santos, like that as a fight. I mean, again, it's not. You don't have a lot of stuff.
Chiazon fight.
You saw that Tai Tuivasa back. So there's things I'm interested in, certainly, but from a betting standpoint, I mean, dude, just listen to some of these lines. I mean, minus 680, minus 400, minus 340, minus 465, minus 230, minus 265. I mean, there's
the Bellator card.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. Actually, it's just a straight up Bellator card from a gambling perspective.
Yeah, we both got 3 bets. So Nick, I'll let you get started off. I haven't updated I haven't updated it for this week. I think I did pretty well.
I didn't need to update it. Double pushed last week. I'm still sitting at 0.3 units up.
Hey, that's
still in the black.
Last I checked, I was
and that is subject to change big time coming in the next 72 hours. As a cohesive unit. With March Madness being in the mix this week.
Exactly.
The unit.
Nick,
we're not going to count those on this show.
Yeah, we won't count on this, but we all just before
we'll certainly provide an update.
Seconds before we press record, we were putting in our bets because we're recording this day 1 of March Madness, but we haven't reached. We got to keep stay in our lanes and focus on one demon first, and that demon is that pesky son of a bitch that is MMA gambling. That's so hard to do, but that is so much fun when you do get it right. So Nick, what's the first bet that you're going to nail this weekend?
Okay, well, actually, I have to say my first 2 that are not my lock in the same bet, because it really, if you want to talk about sabermetrics, here's some sabermetrics. Cheyenne and JP Buys are both fighting on this card. They're married, and they have been making a huge to-do about being the first husband-wife pair to win on the same night. I believe Montana De La Rosa and her husband,
but her husband just couldn't get it done,
and he couldn't get it done. But if you watch MMA, you know that this is a sport filled with no joy. It's soul sucking, and there is sorrow. And guess what? Conveniently, both of these 2 are favorites. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and bet both of the underdogs, despite never seeing either of them fight, banking on the fact that one of them's going to choke. Okay. So
I would hammer Bruno Silva.
Montserrat Ruiz is basically an unknown commodity from she had some fights in Invicta and also in Mexico for Combate, maybe. And she's got some crazy tats, so she looks like a crazy Latina chick, which is a big fan of that. So she's plus 180. We'll take that for a unit, and then Bruno Silva for a unit as well against JP Buys. I've never seen any of the 4 people involved in these 2 fights fight, but I know sabermetrics, and whatever you need to, it's got to be equal units though. So you take the juice off the tip. You can't bet 2 units on Bruno Silva and then 1 on Montserrat. I mean, I guess you technically could do that.
This would be the way to do it, but almost like a choose your own adventure with this on how you view life and the UFC. Like for me, my head went like, oh, they're the first husband and wife. Like that, my first instinct, first husband and wife. This is going to extra motivate them. They're both favorites. They're probably both just going to go out there and steamroll their opponents. But then you galaxy brain it, and you're like, wait a second. That's what everyone always thinks is going to happen. And then it's always,
how many times has there been?
Like it'll happen one day, but Bet on the
Today's
days
not
it
that
doesn't
day.
happen.
Yeah, right. It's like John Jones will lose eventually, but
How many did it take for him to get to that point?
betting on John Jones has been a pretty consistently profitable strategy. It's the same thing where when you've got 5 TriStar guys on the same card, one if they're all underdogs, one of if they're all favorites, someone's fucking it up.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to clean sweep the board. Pretty sure this has happened with City Kickboxing the last 4 times. They've always had Kai,
Dan Hooker,
Izzy,
and
Dan Hooker,
Adesanya,
something. They're always on the same card. Somebody loses. Now they've been pretty sharp, and most of the time they win, but somebody fucking loses. So I'm just betting for sorrow here.
Also,
I'm going in completely blind on the skills, and these are early, so I might actually try to catch these.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That is some next level thinking. I don't know either of these people, but like I do. This is when you really get into things. I see Cheyenne Buys and Monterisat Ruiz are the first fight on the entire card. So no lights, no nothing, and she's the minus 340 favorite. So that's the easy one to get early. Now all the pressure's on the actual hard fight that's dead center in the middle. Like it would have been a lot easier if like, oh no, you got the hard one out of the way when, get the hard one out of the way and then like cruise to the second one, because the second one's going to have so much more pressure. And so this guy is going to be there and thinking like, fuck, I'm going to feel like a loser if my wife just went out there and steamrolled that chick and I just go out there and look like ass. And then that's going to make him go out there and look
or
like
best case scenario, the wife looks at it that way too, and she's thinking, I got the easy one.
Let's
she
get
gets
us started.
Knocked the fuck out, and then the husband's all depressed because she's depressed, and then he gets knocked the fuck out. You get the double bagger.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways this could go. Happiness is not one of them.
No. Divorce is probably the route.
It's not off the table.
Not off the table. All right. Well, so then my next, I'll go. I'll knock off a couple too. My first one is this Roman Dolidze over Trevin Giles. I remember this Dolidze guy because I'm like, I think he's one of those guys. I'm like, I need to remember him, and I can't really remember where I went through and I looked through and I can't remember the point. I think it is.
So I didn't remember.
Yeah, the point is I didn't remember the guy, but I tried to remember Trevin Giles, and I went in and I saw a first round loss to Gerald Mearshart, who I hold in the lowest regards of fight capability. So based on
bottom
that,
rung of the ladder.
Yeah, based on that alone, it's like some guy.
You're just doing MMA math.
Yeah, some guy at one point was like, "Oh, I gotta remember that guy," and I looked up within I did not have to do a single scroll to be like, "That is a explain yourself loss." I don't care that he's had a couple losses in a row. Like that is too recent. Go delete say at minus 125. The second one, it's going to be in the main event. I've been super busy. I haven't had to do my normal research. Kind of went to some areas that I normally go to, and I'm seeing a lot of people talking like Derek Brunson is going to be the guy that gets it done. And to those people, I want to say shame on you for having the biggest fucking diarrhea shit in your pants, because like how not fun would that be if like all this hype goes 5 wins in a row, fight of the year, just for him to get stopped at Derek Brunson, where we know what we're getting with Derek Brunson. Like we know exactly where Derek Brunson is going to be within the next couple of years. You just got to go with the guy that's been on fire. I don't care about matchup. I don't care about styles. Like matchup and styles had
with a hot hand.
Like look at Jacare Souza. He was supposed to walk all over Kevin Holland. He was supposed to take him down, be on top, and like have his way with him. And he did almost that. But then Kevin Holland did Kevin Holland shit. And at the end of the day was just standing on top of him, laughing at him. And so I don't know how it's going to happen. I was looking at over-unders. I'm like, I could kind of see it being maybe a drawn-out match. Like maybe this is the first Kevin Holland fight where we're just like, oh, like maybe he's putting it together. Then I'm like, dude, I can't. That's like trying to gamble on gambling. Like it's just like, no, like just take the guy you think's going to win and don't worry about how he's going to do it. Because quite frankly, I don't know if he knows how he's going to do it. He's just fucking gonna do crazy shit and it's somehow gonna work, because I shouldn't have faith that these work out, because if you've seen in so many cases, right as the star is about to break, more times than not, it fucking breaks in the other direction. And I just don't want that to be the case with Kevin Holland, so I'm betting on him. If I was a true fucking OG, I would bet against him because then he's got fate on his side. But
I stayed away from that fight just because Kevin Holland seems so easy to take down.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're out of the woods, but he just seems easy to and that makes me nervous because Derek Brunson seems like he's settling into that part of his career where he's going through the I was wild and reckless, aka the get knocked out by Izzy phase.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of settled into the, hey man, I got bills to pay. So if I got to wrestle somebody, I will do that.
Yeah.
And so whether he can do that for 25 minutes or not, I don't know if that's the case, but I don't know. There's so many or he could just take him down and Kevin Holland could elbow him from the bottom and knock him out. Like I have literally no idea. That's why I kept that far away from my card. Should be entertaining from a trash talking perspective, though.
It should be. They're gonna be going at it in there.
Shout out to the guy that clipped together like all of Kevin Holland's talking in the cage on Twitter. That was just like it's such a fun watch.
Phenomenal. It's just
and also shame on Mark Smith for every single time. Mark Smith, great dude. Listen to his interview on Rogan. Seems like a cool cat, but dude, let the guy talk shit. When he's like, hey man, keep your mouth shut.
Where in the rule book?
Like, what is that against the rules? Yeah, it doesn't. So okay, don't hate it. On locks, another 1 unit lock this week, and not loving anything on the board, but we are going to take Macy Chiasson minus 175 over Marion Renault. Reason being, one, Renault's 43.
Ugh.
That's pretty fucking old for the chicks. She's also 0-3 in her last 3 against Raquel Pennington, Yana Kunitskaya, and Kat Zingano. So now Macy Chiasson, not necessarily the biggest.
She's pretty big though.
No. Biggest. No, I was gonna say biggest strength of schedule.
Oh,
she's huge, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, are you trying to say she
won? No. That's the point. She won the Ultimate Fighter at featherweight, and so her strength of schedule. I mean, she's got wins over Sarah Moras, who actually is also really big. But then Shayna Young, Gina Mazzani, Pannie Kianzad, and then she lost to Lena Landsberg actually a couple years back. And so that not a great strength of schedule. She doesn't have those names like Renault has, but dude, 43 is old as fuck. And the point is, losing decisions to those girls means you just got out-bullied. Like, if you're losing decisions to Kat Zingano, if you're losing decisions to Rocky Pennington, and if you're losing decisions to Yana Kunitskaya, you just got, like, bullied up against the fence, kind of. And I mean, especially Kunitskaya. And Raquel Pennington is maybe not against the fence, but it's
still a bullying.
Forward. It's a bully. It's
a bullying style. Like, that's when you
bad boys
those
Pistons
names,
basketball.
When you said those names, I knew exactly the type of fighter like that you're talking about. Where it's like, oh no, it's just like, oh, I know the style. It's like porn, you know it when you see it. Like, how do you define it? Like, that's it. And it's like
really readily into the
fights that style. And if that's the style that beats Marion Renault, then it's like, well, I think Macy Chiasson could do that because
she's 14 years younger than her. I mean,
that's a lot, man.
She's 29. This girl's 43. Clear pattern of losing to these types of fighters, and that is literally what Macy Chiasson likes to do. She's huge. She just like get in people's grill and bully them, and just straight up bully them. This might be the only bet. This might be one of the ones that, depending on how much I drink, I'd rather up the unitage on this, just because there's a clear Marion Renault 0-3. I mean, just a clean all loss track record against bully fighters. This is going to be bad boys Pistons basketball just in an octagon.
Yeah, no, I don't hate that bet at all. I just hate Macy Chiasson, and you know, this might be a big week for her. She's riding the high of everyone trashing what Valerie Loreda's nudes. So you know, she's got a dub there, so she's in the green. My lock of the week is going to be is this early on the card? Because I'm seeing it on Best Fight Odds, it's listed like way down there. But Gregor Gillespie versus Brad Riddell.
I think it's on the main.
Okay, good. Because that's a fucking like slapper of a fight. Brad Riddell's one of those fighters that like all the touts love. That's like, dude, this guy could be someone. He's good. He's got technical skills. His reads, and his adjustments are great. Like that's what they love to say. Gregor Gillespie is an unreal wrestling talent. Like he's really fucking good, and I think he did the right thing. Like I think the knockout was more embarrassing probably than it was like not fatal, but like people get knocked out all the time, but because it was such a clean, crisp knockout, it was like, holy fuck, like this guy needs months and months to recover. Like I don't know if Gregor Gillespie has like a history of concussions. He does a lot of wrestling. He did
That's the first time he lost, I think.
What's up? That's the first time he lost, but I'm saying I don't know in the room or anything like that.
Oh.
But for him to take like 2 years off like that, has it been 2 years? It seems like it. Seems like that was forever.
That's a long time.
It's been a long time.
Might have only been one.
Which either tells me one, he's like, okay, he needed to take some time off, or two, he's just like, hey, I got to get back to work, like, and hit the grinds. It can mean a couple things. It also can mean like, hey, I gotta like figure
shit. Yeah,
well, a lot of people
year and a half.
Yeah, a lot of people. Some people were saying like he's just not motivated anymore. Like maybe he just doesn't want it. Like he doesn't want to come back. It's been so, I don't know where those are coming from, but I think we're going to find out. And if he is like, he took that time to like tune up his skills and actually make the next step, then Brad Riddell is the exact type of fighter he's going to do it against, where it's like, he's training for the elite of the elite, to be like, can I break into the cusp? And Kevin Lee was just like, nope, not yet. And so like, in order to do that, he's got to beat like these middle tier, really, really good guys. And I think we haven't seen it, but I have a feeling where you get like a Brian Ortega-esque, like he comes back and it's like, oh, Gregor Gillespie looked fucking good. Like he's ready to do something. And he took the time to be like, no, my body's ready too. So I'm taking him minus 265, pretty steep, but I'm still taking it.
Tough to find bets, man.
Yeah.
Tough card to find bets on, but that is what it is. Bonus round. You got the three team tees. Virginia Tech. Oh, well, this will be over, but that game will be over by then. That's useless. What do we got on tomorrow? Hang on. Let's give out a rapid fire.
Yeah, let's give off a rapid. Okay, let's see. We'll give you guys a little taste into a little glimpse into the
gambling mind.
Into the process of how it's made. Okay.
Okay, this is coming from two basketball experts, aka haven't watched a single game of basketball all year.
So
I'm looking at the board tomorrow, and okay. UC Santa Barbara +7 against Creighton.
What are they ranked? I mean, what are they like?
12, and then Creighton's 5.
What's the?
They don't even have a line out for the Michigan game yet. It's going to be that. Oh, because this was posted before the last night's game. That's why.
Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay, so first, is the first
That's
one?
Not the first game, but that's the first thing that jumped out at me. UC Santa Barbara.
I'm looking. Okay. Oh fuck no, I don't want to look at that. Georgetown, Colorado. I don't even UNCG.
Greensboro.
Oh, Greensboro. Florida State, I feel like always makes a big run. That's the thing. I need spreads.
Kansas 10.5. Nice. And then LSU. Who is Bonaventura?
Bonaventura? I've heard it a few times.
LSU's only favored by 1.5 over them? That seems
LSU
like a
any good? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it here. Kansas minus 10.5. Florida State minus 10.5.
That seems steep. I almost want to ride with the Spartans there.
Yeah, Georgetown. I feel like it's usually good at basketball. Like, is Colorado any good? Fuck, we might have to cut all of this, but I might just leave it up. We're leaving it up.
Everybody, we're leaving it in. Here's the move, I think.
Iowa plays tomorrow. We got to put them in there. Minus 14. No. Yes.
You hit the T's with Iowa, UC Santa Barbara, and Kansas.
Let me see if I could even do it T's. Okay, with NCAA.
But other people can.
Yeah, other people can. I can't do it on my book. Hold on. I think we got to throw Iowa in there. Minus 14. We like that.
Yep.
God, I don't know any of these fucking teams. Oklahoma. It's a pick 'em against Missouri.
If anybody's actually watching this,
If anyone's
vote of confidence. I don't know any of these.
Oklahoma, it's a pick'em, so we're doing -15. Iowa, Oklahoma, and what did you say? UC Santa Barbara?
UC Santa Barbara +7. That jumped off the page.
+7. All right, so we got a 3-team parlay lock of the week. UC Santa Barbara, Iowa, Oklahoma. You heard it here first. I'm probably gonna have to put in that parlay now. So thank you guys. Like, fuck, I'm stuck to that. So let's hope that hits. So like, I'm not betting MMA already from a deep.
If one of them loses, I can tell you exactly which one it's gonna be.
The last one, Oklahoma.
Oh, Iowa will fuck it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Leave it to Iowa.
Leave it to them. It's gonna be like fourth quarter, 3 minutes 28 seconds to go. And Iowa has allowed the lead to only go down to 5 points. And you're like, how the fuck did that happen? And then they're going to come back and win by 11. And it's going to be like, God damn it. Like,
yep.
It's going to be like, this is way too close. And you're like, it's doable if like Iowa lights a fire under their ass. And it's like, no, they don't. They're just going to cruise to whatever victory they have. And there's going to go the parlay.
Iowa is a top candidate for the Nick Villanova year, where I just thought that Villanova was a fraud team, bet against them literally every single game, and then like quintupled up when they were in the national championship game, and then just basically broke even.
Went the other way, which that would have been the ultimate scored customer. Like, I could never bet on Villanova again. If you flip-flopped and then they lost, it's like,
hey, dude, and they almost did. They wanted a buzzer beater.
Oh, yeah. That would have been an all-time. You could never
almost
bet
terrible.
on Nova again. But those are our bets. You can find us as usual at Below the Belt MMA. You can find me at Bro Leva. You can find Nick at _ a guy and a gi. And as usual, let us know your favorite picks, bets, whatever. We're going to be degenerates this weekend because it is March Madness and it's just what feels good. So until next week, guys, where we got Francis and Stipe, peace out, y'all.